Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy Checklist. We back here with another speed art for my boy Headed. If you don't know who this man is, he was a staff on Viper, and I believe currently he's a admin on Lunar. He messaged me a couple days ago in terms of commissioning me for a banner for his YouTube channel. I was down with it. I liked the idea that he had. It was definitely a little bit of a challenge, and I'll explain why in a little bit when we get around to that area. I wanted to use this as a way to experiment, and you're going to be seeing this in a little bit with my use of gradients on the actual character. I believe that's going to be shown. Actually, no. This is me actually drawing out how I actually shade it. This is me setting up the gradient. I figured the gradient would be a good idea. It's something that I definitely wanted to try out to make shading a little bit easier. But I wasn't able to manipulate the gradient to where it looked, I guess, like it had depth. All the gradients would continue to connect to each other, and it would just become one large gradient instead of having different shades for each, I guess, limb or head or chest. So I went back to the old shading method that I was doing. I was actually having trouble with some of the coloring, and so I spent some time trying to get the colors down with the shading. Definitely like the darker values and such. Right now I'm actually just going to go ahead and finish the shading. I started on the beak, and I actually realized that the shading is actually completely wrong on the beak, so I ended up scratching that and redoing it, and I think that it actually turned out really well. I believe after this we're going to start on highlights, and highlights is one of my favorite things to do in terms of shading. Working on glasses right now, I didn't think this looked good at all, and I just went with the large, I guess, one-piece sunglass, so it's all like that. Got the AirPods, you know, you can't forget those. The hat actually is one of my favorite parts of the actual character. It's something different. I'd actually never shaded or drawn a hat onto a character before that I can remember, at least. And I think the shading actually turned out really well for it. Same with the axe. I wish I could have done a little bit better on the axe head. That's something I definitely want to get better in terms of like drawing weapons, but that's alright. The rocks right here is actually, I took inspiration from another artwork someone actually posted on Twitter while I was working on this. I love the shapes, I love the actual sharp angles, and so I went ahead and went with that, tried it out. The tree I think actually turned out really nice as well. I love the leaves, I love the actual I guess the trunk of the tree. I think it looks really well with the shading. And yeah, I'm probably gonna leave this off here. If you guys are interested in commissioning me for artwork, message me on Discord, Twitter, etc. Probably gonna leave this off here. I don't know what else to say, but I'll definitely let you guys get to the rest of the speed art. All right, enjoy.
I lived in fear too, but I had to put on a brave mask and keep proving to myself and to the gang again and again that I was not afraid.
World so dark, finger on the trigger, a sight of the man in the mirror, following a heart of a sinner. I'm falling, I've lost my way so dark, finger on the trigger, lost sight of the man in the mirror, following a heart of a sinner. I'm falling, I've lost my way. Lost